Have a great Friday, everyone. It's amazing time we have in here with Tayarra Hub, with the Tayarra community. And today we are hosting the Paradox Realms Teams, which is a really exciting project. And we will need to have some kind of a sort of time to really go through everything, through the whole details, the whole concept, because the team and the project is just awesome. So at first, I want to thank you, the team, for joining us today. I will handle the word to them. So, guys, could you briefly, let's say, introduce yourself, the team, and your role in the whole project, so we know with whom we are talking about and what to focus on?
Yeah, of course. And again, appreciate you having us here. And we are the Paradox Realm teams, but we're made up of a bunch of different projects. A bunch of different projects came together in order to make this gaming sector. So, like as you know, here today we have representatives from the Phoenix blockchain crew. We have representatives from RYI Pay, RYI Unity. Different representatives from Cobalt, which is the parent company that got all this together. Also C5 Consulting, and then obviously what makes up Paradox Realm gaming sector. It's a play to earn game. We just made it as proof of concept because we figured out that we could actually pay people for playing games. So, and we can pay you for playing all the popular games that you've already been playing. We're about to introduce console gaming as well, not just online role-playing games. So again, what you're looking at right there is one of our first games that we introduced. It's basically a clone of Grand Theft Auto 5 with our modifications, and it's all connected to the Para token on the Binance blockchain. So I'll try and keep my introduction short. Again, I'm Michael with Cobalt, one of the parent companies here that actually started Paradox Realm gaming sector. And then we have a bunch of other people here that would like to talk too. I can see that Spaz and John are both there. That's representatives from the Phoenix crew and RYI Pay. So I'll let either one of them talk for just a second.
You can go ahead and go first, John, if you're ready.
Yeah, for sure. I'll jump in. Yeah, my name's John. I'm the CEO of RY Unity. One of our big releases is RY Pay. It's approved. We're registered actually under Apple, and it's a crypto finance management wallet, NFT finance, Web3, pretty much a do-it-all wallet. We wanted to make it extremely user-friendly, and it's currently live on Apple iOS and Android. And we're working on integrations and able to make a basically a user-friendly experience to incorporate to access all your favorite dApps. So we're working with Cobalt, Paradox, Phoenix, Chronic Cats as well, and a couple others. And really what we're focusing on is the integration for Paradox and their gaming applications that are absolutely ridiculous and phenomenal that are coming out. And we want to basically increase their mobile app ability, as well as with Phoenix down there as well. And so that's the big thing that we're working on with them. And then I'm sure Mike's going to go into the very large staking ability that we're going to be able to provide here pretty shortly.
Great. Maybe let's introduce, like, as I'm saying, the whole backers, the company, like where you guys are registered, how big is the team, and how it makes like a whole sense together. Because like you are kind of having a multiple brands as a backing. So let's try to introduce to the listeners in easy way, so we know like where do we stand, and to make it like a whole sense for all of us.
Yeah, no worries. I'll jump in there real quick. Again, what you have here is what we consider a Paradox Realm gaming sector. We gave it to the community. So this is going to be 100% decentralized gaming sector that is run and governed by a DAO for the actual community itself. And all these projects are getting together in the background, like you just heard John talking there. He brings to the table something. He brings a verified wallet that's in the Apple Store and the Google Play Store that also helps us out with staking, because you're going to be able to stake with these NFTs. So not only are you going to be able to play the game, you're going to have learn to earn accessible to you too, just by owning NFTs, but you can also stake them and earn all kinds of crypto project tokens back, whether it be RYI, Cobalt, Para, even Phoenix blockchain tokens in the future. So everybody brings something to the table together in order to form this huge Paradox Realm gaming sector. That is just basically, you set up a player account that allows you to play any game, not just the games that we set up, and allows you to monetize the player's time, not the game itself. So that's why we needed so many people to come together, and this has been so many years in the making. We just now got it into a live beta, and the reason why you got the Phoenix blockchain crew here is because this all has to be built on a ledger somehow in order to keep track of all the NFTs coming and going from each game. Phoenix blockchain is that's where they come in. So they connect together with us. We run the gaming section. They run the actual ledger. And then RYIPay comes in and allows you to connect your wallet and do all your staking measures and everything of that nature. So everybody here brings something to the table to encompass what we call one of the biggest gaming experiments ever been known to man. So I don't know if I made that clear or I made it a little bit more complicated.
Yeah. Like I'm always trying to be kind of very strict on the kind of backend, and like if there's an actual company backend and what's all like the backers, because a lot of the times these projects are not even existent in the legal world. So I want to make sure that the listeners, the community really knows that this is something serious ongoing. I'm thankful for the answer. And guys, this is your first crypto experience at all, or did you had some of the experience yet?
Yeah, actually, all of us here building projects, we were all building various things in the crypto world for a couple of years now before we got together and decided to collaborate on Paradox Realm. So it's only been the past year that we brought Paradox Realm to the rest of the projects and said, hey, this is bigger than us. We need a lot of help here. We need other projects to come in. We actually need our own blockchain in order to sustain this. So yeah, the game has been about 2 years in the making, and it's been about a year now, or really the past 6 months, that it's picked up heavy. We've had to include all the other partners in order to see this dream come to fruition. And as far as registered legal entities, yeah, you can go check on our sale over here. We had to undergo KYC checks and everything in order to make sure that we could sell these NFTs on this launch pad. I'll actually pull it up right here. Monday, you'll be able to buy the NFTs. It'll let you take part in Learn to Earn, Play to Earn, and the DAO function right here on this website. And we'll drop the links in here. And we're selling the NFTs for $33. I mean, they are super cheap, and staking will go live immediately. So you'll have passive income, and we're going to train you how to build smart contracts if you don't even want to play games. And if you don't want to play games or learn how to build, you can just sit back and get passive income off your NFTs. So
good. If we started with the NFTs, let's sort them out. Let's talk about like what's the supply. Let's talk what will be the price. Let's sum up the date of the event and when it will happen, and like which marketplace you will be able to purchase from the NFTs. So maybe let's also sum it up to our chat. So really we know the event is there and what's the date. Let's talk about the details.
Yeah, not a problem. I tried to drop the link just now, but we can't drop links in the chat, but I have it highlighted up here.
Maybe just send it. Every links you want to forward, just send it towards the group where we were resolving the collab, so I will just forward. Not sure how to make you like a mod or so, okay. So a little bit kind of technical difficulties. Sorry about that.
Oh, no worries. Yeah, and I wouldn't want people dropping links in my group either. I know how it goes. But yeah, right there is the launchpad. It's app.liquidity, and it's major launchpad that's backed by ApeSwap. So again, all the KYC checks and everything are in place to make sure the team is fully doxed. Everything is a registered legal entity. We got our little check mark there. That took several weeks to get that done. But yeah, we got it all done. We got it done with the help of 8-Bit and ApeSwap. So we're also partners with ApeSwap, if you guys know who they are, as well as 8-Bit Gaming. So again, we all had to come together in order to make this come to fruition. And when you want to talk about total supply, we're minting a real low supply. The NFTs themselves, there's only going to be about 5,000. Right now, we're going to mint 33 over here on Binance and leave the rest to be minted out on Phoenix blockchain. And then as far as the in-game token that you can earn, it's a capped out supply of 1 billion. And that's the Para token itself. And that'll all go in contract either for staking or in-game rewards. There will be no INO for that token. You cannot buy the Para token. You can only earn it. So we kind of figured that'll help out with the gaming ecosystem, as well as creating the correct amount of buy pressure on the token itself, directly relating back to the NFT, giving it utility. So I didn't want to get too over technical there, man. Just ask whatever questions you like. I'll try and answer them as best I can.
Yeah. Great. Is there gonna be a whitelist, or simply everyone who will want to buy will have the chance if they are opening the website or marketplace and click on the buying link, or they need to fill some sort of whitelist?
No,
necessary.
We don't do whitelist. We don't really approve of whitelist or excluding people that want to partake in it. Like I said, we're setting this entire thing up under a learn to earn and a play to earn fashion. So we want to make it fair. So everybody's allowed to get in there and take part. Like I said, we're minting a very low supply. And if that supply sells out for some reason, like immediately, and there's still some people trying to get in, we'll figure out a way to get you in, whether it be through a partner NFT or something of that nature. We're not going to leave anybody out. We got a really good thing going on over here, especially with everybody needing passive income right now in crypto. If you're not providing passive income off your NFTs with a utility that they can actually use, then you have no business selling an NFT right now. So that's just what we feel about it. And then, like I said, we bring to the table the staking mechanism that's going to have several different partner tokens in it. And these tokens are paid out weekly. So you come over and stake one or two of your Paradox Realm NFTs or your RYI NFTs, you're going to be able to be earning back a lot of different tokens every week from different partner projects. So, and those pools will always change and grow depending upon the new projects that are getting brought in. Because again, we're setting up a decentralized staking system that allows partners to come in and deposit their tokens in there, whether they have an NFT in this pool or not, just to incentivize the community and learn about their token. So it also, like I said, it goes right back to when you have these NFTs, not only can you play any of the games in our library, but you can also go over to our partner academy and do the learn to earn. And that's with Chronic Cats. So we got a lot of different things going on here. We're really just trying to bring the community together, let them learn, let them play together, and actually get them paid while they're doing this, while creating a family. And one of my guys didn't get to talk, man. I want to bring Spaz up here for a moment because I always love to hear him, and he's going to give you guys some insight on the Phoenix blockchain. Is that cool if we guys hear from him for just a minute?
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome.
Thank you, Mike. How you doing?
Good, man. How you doing, buddy?
I'm hanging in there. Everyone at work is on vacation, so I'm running the ship myself over here. All right. But yeah, so our partnership with Paradox has been fantastic because so all of our resources generally have been going towards building the blockchain, setting up the nodes, getting the decks hammered out, all that stuff that you need for a blockchain. What we were lacking is people building on the blockchain. We've got a few partners that are doing stuff, but when we ran into Paradox, they had the opposite problem, right? They needed somewhere to build. And so it totally made sense because our blockchain is transaction fees like 1/1000th of a penny or something, really fast. And they've got all this cool stuff like you're seeing in the video, right? A lot of us have played these blockchain games, a lot of them, cool stuff, but it's your side scrollers. It's stuff that was, it's a few game console generations behind. So this is really going to push Web3 blockchain gaming into the future. It's huge. Like Mike was saying, you're playing like modern games, a modern gaming experience, but you're earning while you do it, as opposed to paying out for, what is it now, $70 for a copy of Grand Theft Auto? Yeah, so I'm really excited about this partnership going forward, and I am also excited to get playing it myself.
That's awesome. Hey, appreciate it, Spaz.
Great.
Go ahead, man.
No, it's good. Yeah, and sorry, I'm halfway distracted here, guys. I apologize. I got a machine leaking on me.
All good. Yeah, like we kind stop with the staking, and I think let's talk about like where we will be able to stake those NFTs, and like what will be the format. So I'm thinking of fees, and the flexibility,
Yeah, and I can talk about that. And John can also step up and talk about that too, because we've been talking about that heavily in the background, where all we want the customer to be able to stake. Now, first and foremost, me and John are both like, well, we want them to be able to stake at our website. So, you're going to be able to stake over at RYI, and you're going to be able to stake at Paradox Realm, directly through a dApp connected to the website. But we also want to take it a step further, and this is what me and John are kicking around in the background. We want you to be able to stake directly from your RYI wallet. So, and he's got an awesome wallet over there that, again, like the hoops I had to jump through to KYC my sale, get licensing agreements with Rockstar Games and all that, that is nothing compared to the stuff that he had to go through to be in the Apple Store and the Google Play Store. So we really want to take advantage of that fact and know that we're using a trusted wallet and everything for everybody to stake. So that's paramount to us. You'll be able to stake right off the bat coming on both of our websites as soon as the sale is over. But we also want you to be able to just open your wallet, click, a couple little buttons, and right there you're able to play with your NFTs, stake them, go through the learn to earn, do everything right from his cool wallet. John, you want to come up here and talk about the stuff that's in your wallet and why Paradox needs that wallet so bad in our ecosystem?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing is having a user-friendly application. And while we're going to have these dApps up, we have multiple staking platforms as far as dApps that we're going to have this on, so people can access this randomized concept of receiving crypto rewards. We also want to make it extremely user-friendly, so it's as less clicks as possible. And mobile apps helps us integrate into a larger audience, larger market. Now we're talking about commercial integration. That's even much easier with mobile applications. You're able to access, so on Apple, you're able to access what's called a Web3 browser, right? So it's the third icon on the bottom. So you simply click on that, access your wallet. You can click on the Web3 browser, and with your wallet on Apple specifically, you're able to have numerous blockchains: Phoenix blockchain, Binance Smart Chain, all the blockchains. You make sure your wallet's connected to the appropriate blockchain. You go to your Web3 browser, and you can connect directly to the dApp so that you can stake within a couple clicks, and you're able to see your staking rewards from your wallet. So like I said, our biggest thing is really trying to make this a very, very user-friendly process. That's something that we're working really hard on. We have the resources to do so, and we're excited to get this launched. And also too, Mike was talking about how the KYC verification, and that's imperative in this environment right now. And we're registered LLC. We're out of Los Angeles, blockchain development company, but we're also registered under Apple as well as a blockchain development company, audited, verified by them as well. So we're bringing this all together, and we're both super excited for the staking mechanisms, applications, the rewards, and super excited to make it super user friendly to everybody.
I want to talk about the staking mechanism. I know you wanted to get off staking for a minute, but I do want to talk about something. We found out something really cool. We don't violate any lottery laws or anything in this country. Remember how we were talking the other day that we're going to put randomized tokens in there? And they're always going to be able to earn back a low level of tokens, whether it's 76 tokens a week or whatever it is we figure out. But we know that people are going to be randomly depositing from projects like a whole BNB in there. We're not going to split that thing up. It's actually just going to be shot to a customer wallet like any other token. Well, we were concerned that this might be looked at as a lottery feature, whereas you go in and stake and you get back $10 a week or whatever in staking rewards from various tokens, but you have that one option or one possibility of getting a whole BNB or some other token that's worth several $100s, because we're not going to split those tokens up. We're just going to shoot them directly to a person's wallet. We've cleared the legal structure, so to speak, that this is not looked at as a lottery. It's a randomized event in a staking contract. So even if a customer happens to be staking with us and they agree that they're staking for a couple bucks a week or whatever it is, and then they just randomly get a whole BNB in their wallet, this is not technically a lottery. They're still partaking in a staking mechanism that just had a higher payout. So I know that was a lot of words, but me and John know what we're talking about here. That means that we can go ahead with it and we can start dumping high value tokens inside of the staking pool for the customer rewards. And it shouldn't be an issue.
Great. Have you got any plans to audit the whole staking contract?
Yes, everything will be audited because we actually are partnered with CFG Ninja as well through Chronic Labs, and all contracts will be developed through them. Even the ones that are already developed, they're already audited. Everything's on CFG Ninja's website, I believe. Or you can go right to Binance Scan and at least view the check marks in the contract audits. So yeah, guys, I mean, we're not putting anything out there in the general public that has not been checked and rechecked. And dude, we're in this for the long haul. We've been here for years. We're not a project that just came up last night and said, we're going to throw out some stuff to the general public. Now, we actually work pretty hard to make sure that our reputation is solid and people can count on us. So.
Great. Love to hear that. Guys, we talked about the staking. So now the utility part. If I will buy one of your NFTs, what does that mean for me? Like both utility-wise, or maybe as a holder, some kind of benefits. Like yesterday, for example, we talked with B-Rice Paradise and a possibility of like having some shareholders in the company. So let's sum up the whole benefit of being a holder of the NFT of yours.
Nice. And that's really good because we approached it that like we had to make sure that we were not relying on the artwork. Granted, we have nice artwork, you know, our NFTs are straight gangster, but we want to make sure that there was a utility behind it for every single person that would want to buy our NFT, not just the person that come in and said, I want to play a game and earn money from playing the game, or the person that says, hey, I want to attend the academy and learn how to build smart contracts for my own dApp. And I also want to get paid for that somehow. You know, so we set it up for both those people. At the same time, we also figured there would be a third person to come in and said, hey, I just want to buy the NFT for passive income. I don't want to have to do anything else except let it sit in my wallet and click a button and receive some tokens for it. So we feel that we covered all of those aspects. We can get it to where obviously you can partake in the Learn to Earn Academy, even start requesting specific courses if you want. Or you can come play any one of our games in our library and get paid for your actual time, not the game itself, which we also think is revolutionary. And then there's always that third angle of, well, what if the person buying the NFT doesn't want to do anything? They just want to let it sit in their wallet. Well, he also deserves to get paid. So let's make sure he has a staking dApp for him that is widely diverse and allows him to get all kinds of tokens back. And they're randomized too, like John said. So you'll be able to go and look at the pool and say, hey, there's 20 million tokens in here of all these different kinds of tokens. There's this many stakers in this pool, and there's no lockup period. So you come stake your NFTs in there and you receive back, these tokens are randomized. You know, you might receive a couple of this project, a couple of that project, and a couple of another project. That's how we want that to work. And those will be given to you every week. And like I said, no lockup period. Now, obviously, we want you to reinvest your tokens in either the ecosystem through the marketplaces or restake your tokens. But yeah, you're free to do whatever you want with them. That's why they're there. You know, and we'll have plenty for you to do with the tokens. Like I said, John's got a banging wallet over there. He's incorporating all kinds of new stuff. He's going to be able to connect to everybody's website. And you're going to be able to use the tokens you earn from him and me to go buy anything else you want out there. So I get long-winded, guys. Go ahead and ask some more questions or talk, or I'll just keep running off of the mouth forever. I love Paradox.
Yeah, that sounds good. Guys, like if I will be buying the NFT, I will see the exact NFT I'm buying, or it will be some sort of like a mystery open and revealing part to it?
Well, all of our NFTs are, you know, they're a gangster collection. All of our what we're calling Gen 2 here is all based off Mafia characters. So no, you're not going to be able to buy your specific NFT from the mint. You'll get airdropped something, you know, whether it be, you know, just a gangster by himself or a gangster with a car or a gun or even a female gangster. There's lots of different variations, but no, during the initial mint, it's going to be randomized as well. Now, secondary, you can obviously pick up whatever you want in order to strengthen your game. So if you mint one NFT and he only has a gun, but you notice on the secondary market that this particular NFT also gets you the car you want instead of having to go buy it in the game, you know, that's a toss up for you, whichever one you want to do. But yeah, all the NFTs come together to form your gang or to strengthen your one overall, you know, player account in whatever game that you go with. Does that make sense? Or
yeah, great.
Okay.
So if we are thinking about that, there must be some sort of rarity system, right?
Yes, the rarity chart is posted on Medium. All of our stuff is completely documented. One of my guys was asking to drop a link tree in there, but you can also get it from the Paradox website or the Paradox Twitter account. And it'll tell you it's actually called the rarity distribution chart. And it tells you what each NFT is entitled to. you know, whether or not it gets you in-game currency, automatic, you know, weapons, cars, real estate, whatever. Yes, we post all that. We want to keep the users up to date with what they're actually doing and what they're buying, you know, and then we'll also tell the users too. So when the users actually mint their NFTs and then they go to register them either through Discord or through the Paradox Realm website, we're going to do what we call a gang accumulation at that point in time anyway. So we look at your NFTs and let you know what you're eligible for. Then you'll have options. You want to jump into the game? You want to play? You want to get the Learn to Earn Academy? Do you want to stake them? Do you want to do all three? You know, so we don't limit you. We want the customer engaging the ecosystem in every aspect that they feel that helps them.
Great. So I think we've summed up pretty much well the NFTs. So let's move to the token. Let's start easily. When do you plan to launch the token, and like where will it be an IDO? Is there any private pre-sale? So let's introduce the token and this venue.
Yes, I'd love to talk about that. There is no IDO for the token. There is a para token created. There is 1 billion. It is a fixed supply. And the only way that you can get that para token is to earn it. You either got to earn it in game, earn it through the academy, or earn it, you know, through the staking mechanisms. Yeah, we feel that that's the fairest way. We don't like selling tokens out there on the general public, trying to do ICOs and all that. This token belongs to the general community. That's why we made it. So yeah, and it's audited too, by the way. You can go in there and look and Binance scan, check out the para token. Yeah, 100% already minted. There will be no pre-sale for it or anything. It's going to go out to the general public in a fair distribution manner, linked to the NFTs and all the academies that we produce here.
Yeah, so there won't be any kind of like a public pre-sale on some sort of a launch pad.
Nope.
Okay, so all the needed funds for it will come from the community, right?
Yes, in order for you to partake in that token at all, what you have to do is buy the NFT. And once you buy the NFT, then you'll start earning that para token. There's a bunch of other ways to get the para token as well. And then in liquidity pools and everything, the deal has already been made with Ape Swap. That's where you'll be able to liquidity mine para token, and that's where you'll actually be able to trade it through their liquidity pools. And that deal was set up about a year ago in order to make sure that they had something fair to announce. We had something fair to announce. That token was basically revolutionary with the amount of buy pressure that it would be put on from the community itself. So I know it's a little bit different of a model. Everybody's like, why are you not selling the token? Because we don't believe that's the fair thing for the community. We think they should be given the token.
Yeah, guys, like if this is like kind of unique and different concept, let's talk about the supply pie chart and introduce the percentage of the token and where they are going for. So if there are any team tokens or any tokens for the LPs, you know, let's really introduce the whole pie chart so we get a grasp on full of the detailed tokenomics.
I am actually trying to pull up the pie chart right now. I have it up. I'm just trying to figure out how to switch my screen share. Okay. Give me 1 second. I found it. There we go. There you go.
Right.
There's your pie.
Awesome.
There's your pie chart for how staking or how the token distribution completely goes. You'll see that the only thing that is left for team funds is 9%. And those are vested over a 120-day period that's in a locker on Binance that you can go verify and everything too. So we're keeping a very small portion for ourselves and we're vesting them. So we won't even be able to touch them for 120 days. And then the rest of these, as you can see, like if you can see my cursor going here, the majority of them is either going to be what we call in-game rewards, airdrops to the original holders, and then there's going to be a couple of different staking mechanisms set up here that all involve, you know, either partner platforms or Ape Swap or ourselves, you know, just straight staking through the RYI wallet or something of that nature. And then the rest of these are set up either for, you know, the actual liquidity pools or liquidity mining. Now, liquidity mining, that's done directly through Ape Swap as well. And then there's the last thing saved right there is 3.5% for marketing. But that's it. You don't.
Good.
There's no investor funds. Go ahead, talk to me, man.
Yeah, like this sounds like really good, guys. Like, what's the vesting behind? Is there any, or you will get a full hands on tokens?
Do what? I didn't understand that.
I mean, if there's any vesting to the tokens and receiving those, for example, if you got the marketing, if you will get a full amount of the supply, or it's going to be vested with some cliff part, for example, for 6, 12 months, or like what's the logic behind this part?
Are you talking about for the customer that is staking or earning it in game?
I think it is much more important to talk about the team part of the token. So, for example,
yes,
yeah,
sorry, yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. That 9% saved for the team, those are vested for 120 days. That's the first vesting period. They're not even allowed to touch them for the first 120 days. Then after that, they get disseminated 30 days. Every 30 days, a small portion is released to them for the next 6 months. So they got to wait 120 days before they get any of the parrot tokens, and then they're slowly disseminated to them for the next 6 months.
Great.
So you're looking at 9 months before the team gets any tokens, really. And
why I am like really bitching about is because a lot of the times, even if the token and the team is launching on some of the renowned launch pads, like some of those teams don't even have the whole vesting idea behind. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, where's the security part? And like, where's something to ensure that the price is gonna be appreciated and like not just straight dumping due to all the conditions. So yeah, I love this, and this is very important, guys. I'm always asking about the vesting, so it was a great answer. Let's talk about the token and like what utility it will have in the whole ecosystem, how we can play with the token, what we can do with it.
That's great. And again, originally it was supposed to be just the parrot token that we were going to be allowing people to stake, and that was going to flow through the ecosystem. You can use it in the marketplace. We got other places that you can actually buy things with. But then obviously trading. We're going to set trading up immediately with ApeSwap. That deal has been set for quite some time now. But now we've brought on other partners, and other partners want to make sure that their tokens also have a utility. It can be used in the ecosystem as well. So we now have Phoenix Blockchain to come on board, and they have FireSea, FireSwap, and FireSwag, which is basically a DEX, a NFT marketplace, and in real life goods store. So like a swag store. So all of these places right there are going to be, a cross effort to allow all of our tokens to flow through, be able to purchase items, get yourself launched on a new launch pad, buy NFTs, sell NFTs, trade other tokens. It really doesn't matter. But one of the key things you got to remember is all these new meta servers that are getting set up for the Paradox Realm ecosystem. Your NFT is going to give you basically DAO rights to vote within that meta server, to say what type of monetization efforts are going to come down, who can partake in this community, what is going to happen in that meta environment. Now you got to remember that if you have voting rights, now you have to have voting power, right? You actually have to be able to cast those votes. That's where the parrot token comes in. And we're not gonna take your parrot token from you. We just want you to have your parrot token in your wallet, and that will exercise your ability to vote within the ecosystem. So we don't want to charge you your parrot token. You just got to have it, claim, cast your vote, whatever measure you want to cast it in, and then at that point in time, you can use your parrot token for whatever else in the ecosystem you want. It's not like we're going to take it from you. And we also are going to include our partners the same way. So if one of our partners comes in, like RYI or Phoenix or something as well, they're going to have the same rights in our ecosystem as well. They're going to allow for voting rights, DAO rights, any marketplace. Like we have a very extensive marketplace. And here, let me see if I can pull this up for you real quick. This is actually, make this a little smaller here. Okay. And I'm going to go over here and show you the Paradox Marketplace. And this right here is just all the in-game items that you can actually buy with your parrot token and other partner tokens. But we also have a in real life store that is coming, by the way, too. That's right here. And that's going to be mining equipment, just anything and everything. Like we made some partners that actually have proof of work mining equipment. Now, if you'll notice, the Phoenix blockchain is also proof of work. So this stuff kind of goes in perfectly with being able to sell these kind of items over in the real life store. So at the end of the day, we just want you to be able to use your Para tokens or your NFTs to purchase anything, whether it be in the real world, you know, the meta world, the crypto world, it doesn't matter. And you're going to be able to have the right wallet on and off fiat on ramps, you know, through RYI and ourselves and Phoenix to just live this entire metaverse experience. Whatever you're doing, you're going to be able to do it at Paradox Realm. Talk to me, guys.
Great.
Can I add something real quick?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, go on.
Cool. Just from the gamer perspective here. All right, so a cool thing that attracted me to Paradox is that the NFTs are usable in between the different games as they launch inside of the Paradox library. So it's not like in regular gaming where you buy like a skin for a game and then, you know, the sequel comes out and you have to buy all those same skins again. This one, you can swap it, like, so your NFT, it has complete longevity. No matter which games you go in and out of, you can use them across the entire game library.
He's so right, man. And I don't even know why I didn't bring that up because, again, that's why I got the other guys here at the table, because that's a very important feature, and it also directly relates to the Phoenix blockchain. That's why we have these guys. They have a ledger over there that's super cheap to use. It's one of the cheapest on the market and one of the fastest. But that ledger allows us to connect all the NFTs to. So when you travel into one game like Paradox, it's the old gangster world. You got a car, you got a Tommy gun. You jump out of that game real quick. You go into Red Dead Redemption, which is an Old West world. Well, you can't take a car and a Tommy gun with you. That ledger has to instantaneously update that the player account now gets a horse and a revolver, right? So it doesn't matter what environment you jump into, that ledger has to be able to act accordingly and change out whatever your player account needs for that particular environment you just landed yourself into. So if you jump straight out of the Old West into space, you know, obviously you can't take the horse with you and the revolver. Now that has to translate to something new, has to translate to a spaceship and a laser gun or whatever it is that you're using in that particular environment. So that goes beyond the NFTs themselves. That's actually what Spaz is referring to there. That's that ledger. That's that blockchain we know and love. That's how that actually plays into this game. So we can set up these meta environments wherever we want, make them do whatever they want. But in order for you to actually record this to the real world and make that player account travel from game to game, you need a powerful ledger. That's where Phoenix comes in.
Yeah, I mean, if you are talking about it, guys, it sounds very easy. But listen now, I'm new to whole space, really a noob. How can I really get the start with the blockchain and with the whole wallets? How can I start kind of looking forward toward the launch of yours, and how can I get a grasp of the NFTs? I mean, it is kind of out of the team we are talking right now, but it is very important. Like, if I were new to the space, how can I get started?
That's a great question, and that's actually what we're wanting. We're wanting the newcomers and the OGs that have been there. Basically, just come buy an NFT. That's all you got to do. We made them as cheap as possible, other than doing a free mint. What you're paying for there with the $33 is your registration keys and everything of that nature to get you into the meta environments. So it's not like we're even claiming any money here. We made them as cheap as possible. So once you get your NFT and then you come register at the site, we'll hand walk you through the process. What is it that you need? Do you need to get into the Learn to Earn Academy because you want to help contribute to the game or the overall crypto ecosystem somehow? Or you're just trying to make some passive income throughout this and you need to stake? Or you got into this whole environment because you want to play a game every day and you want to earn money playing that game? Doesn't matter. We're a bunch of teams came together. We're all here and we want to hand walk you through the process. You know, that's all. Your first step, come buy the NFT. We'll take care of it from there. You just let us know what you need and what you want.
All right. So if I was right now interested into really be a part of this whole process, I should visit you on the Discord, right? And ask
Yes.
what I need for.
Yes.
Great.
Our
great.
Discord, we're always in there.
Awesome. Guys, I know that this was a kind of question for maybe a start, but we'll continue now with the staking and the staking for the token. So if I will purchase the token of yours, I will be able to stake? And if yes, like where, and again, what will be the format and fees?
Okay, so you can't purchase the token. You can purchase the NFT to stake and get the token. Now, ultimately, as time progresses and the market picks up, yes, people will be trading the token. You can go to a liquidity pool and then buy the token from a liquidity pool. But initially, in the beginning, there's not going to be any sale for it or anything. You have to earn it. And then we're going to make it all one-click applications. Whether you're coming to the website and staking, or you're coming to one of the wallets that we have supported and staking directly through the wallet. Now, as far as fees go, we're not interested in collecting any fees. All of our fees are pretty transparent. So if we ever collect any fees for any reason, they're going to be the lowest possible, whatever the blockchain requires. If we collect anything above and beyond that, they go two places. Fees always go to us two places. One is 50% go to the treasury to be redistributed to the community or help with overall production costs. The other 50% goes into liquidity. So you'll notice too that the documentation that we have that came out on the marketplace, not only is there 75 pages of legal documentation of what our agreement is with Rockstar Games and 5M servers and what your legality is for using the product keys and how play to earn actually works. We also have the documentation in there explaining how the fee structure works on the marketplace. And like I said, it's 50-50. 50% goes to the Paradox Treasury in order to use for operating costs and expand out the ecosystem. The other 50% from every single transaction that comes into that marketplace goes directly to the ApeSwap liquidity pools for people to continue trading the Para token.
Great. This is very important, guys, to really think about. That, for example, a lot of the times we are meeting kind of projects that like got not even thought about the whole supply, the taxes are high. So really be glad that this team is kind of visioning this whole project and let's say the gamify part for all of the community members, users. So I really love that. I think we touched the token, we touched the NFTs. Let's now introduce the game. So really easy now. Let's talk about the main features of the game.
That's another great question. Originally, we thought, because we had to jump through a lot of hoops with Rockstar Games and 5M servers and everything of that nature to get the product keys for the customers. We really thought that we had to adhere to just their library from the beginning. So for the past year, we've been telling the general public, there's only going to be these 4 games that are going to be lined out. Grand Theft Auto 5, Red Dead Redemption, Space Odyssey, and then a first-person shooter, right? So we really thought that was going to be it. We dropped, the Grand Theft Auto 5 clone right now. People are already live playing it, and then Red Dead Redemption is coming next. Well, one of my devs that's in the chat right now, Mike, and he hasn't had the opportunity to come up, dude. I want him to come up. He's in Alaska right now, so he's just waking up being fresh with us. But he has had this idea for the longest time about just tweaking our payout model to where we were paying strictly for the player's time on log in and log out. And once we've done that, we can apply our model to console gaming. So, and again, he's been working on this for quite some time, very excited about it. And if he's up here, man, if he's actually still listening, I'd love to get Mike up here just to talk about where we're headed into console gaming and some of his favorite aspects of that. Mike, are you with us, man? I don't know if he is. He might have jumped back over to the Discord.
Like, it is possible that I didn't unmute it everyone. So if you need to be unmuted, just raise your hand. But I think I've paid attention. But it's possible always, So if anyone needs to talk and is from the team of Paradox Realms, then I got a mic. Allowing to speak now. Hello.
There you go.
Howdy, good. Excuse me. Yeah, it is morning for me. So that's pretty awesome that you guys brought me up. Thank you. It's a little early for me. I burn the midnight oil with what I do. So so console gaming is something that we only recently actually found the way to do it. We have a server hosting program that we operate an extended library through, and that's what Mike was talking about, extending this to console games, other PC games. We have the four main games that we plan on releasing, and those will have in-game earning opportunities, but the extended library actually is going to have the ability for players to simply join the game, they'll be able to earn login rewards and like escalating login rewards. I don't know if anybody here is familiar with the games that do that sort of thing where you log in the first day and you get the in-game currency that you use for buying items and stuff like that. And then the next day you get a little bit more. We have the ability to do that now by extracting the database from our server hosting program, which has actually opened up about 50 or 60 games to our library. And we can add those games at our leisure. We're actually planning on having the community vote on that list of games to find out which games we want to add in. I'm obviously going to be adding some of my favorites just because I can. But after that, we'll also be asking the community for their input. Console gaming, we're looking at games like Farming Simulator 22. We had a pretty good laugh about what if you could play Farming Simulator on your PlayStation or on your Xbox, and you're literally farming corn in the game, but you're actually farming crypto at the same time in real life by playing that game. So it's Crypto Farming Simulator now. There's, like I said, there's like 60 games. We have racing games, RPGs, first-person shooters, pretty much anything you could think of. For PC, we've got like Battlefield. There's Conan Exiles for Xbox and PlayStation. We're looking at a huge library of opportunities that we could actually add at the community's leisure. It doesn't cost a whole lot to run the servers, and it's very easy to extract the login and logout data from that database that's attached. So it's I am very excited, like Mike said, because he gave me the go ahead, and I've just been balls to the wall since.
That's awesome. I want to throw in one last point, man. And again, what excited me about it was the fact that he's able to, the whole idea is to encompass all those people who already own those particular games. So you're not making them go out and do anything different. Just basically come over and register with us, register the game that you've already been playing, you already love, and we'll take care of it from there. So Mike was really on to something with this one. It was my fault for being too preoccupied and not putting more effort into the idea that he wanted to implement into the gaming system itself, because it's revolutionary. And like he just said, setting up those meta environments like we just talked about, giving everybody the ability to say, what games are actually going to be supported over here? What do you guys actually want to do within these servers? And giving the rights and the responsibilities and the voting power to the actual people playing the games through the DAO system of the NFTs. Man, that's awesome. I love everything these guys are doing here. It's great. I'll kick back over to you guys.
Great. Thank you for jumping in, Mike, and we'll just continue with the game. So, if I was a newbie, maybe I would be looking for something similar. I know. So, which is the perfect kind of example of your game? If I was a newbie and looking to expand my experience as a player, both as an investor. So could you imagine putting some other game in line with yours? Like what kind of genre it is?
Ooh, that's a good question. Seeing how we consider ourselves to monetize the player's time and not the game itself, we consider the Paradox Realm model every game. Doesn't matter what game out there, we're selling you an NFT to get you into the ecosystem so you can set up a player account and you can go play every game and get paid for it. So as far as a genre, I'm going to say we cover them all. Yeah, we're dropping a couple of games ourselves and we're supporting a bunch of games just because that's also part of the solution is we got to have the pre-made games for you to play and find out how this all works. At the same time, we're going around to everybody else that's already creating a game. It doesn't have a real good handle on how play to earn is actually supposed to work. And we're not only showing them how to do it, but we're going to help them implement it. And then now those games will also be part of the Paradox Realm library. So again, the ultimate goal is here in a year from now, maybe 2 years. We're not quite sure how the market acquisition is going to go, but it is moving rapidly. We feel that eventually you'll just be opening up your mobile phone, clicking onto the Paradox Realm app, and you'll be logging into whatever game is out there. It doesn't matter. Paradox Realm will be paying you for your activity.
Great. So again, we need to really introduce the game. So if I wanted to start playing, let's say, or really interacting with the whole ecosystem, what I need to start and what's your tips to do if I was either both player or investor?
If you're strictly an investor, you definitely want to take part in the INO, which starts on Monday. And we'll be dropping the links in your channel. We've also had the page up showing the liquidity platform that's going to be doing our INO. Now, if you're a player, obviously you need to own an NFT in order to get into the game. So you need to still go to that platform, get your NFT. And then from there, you just go to the Paradox Realm website or the Discord, either one. Paradox Realm website is just going to have the straight directions with the downloads that you need to actually get to play the game. You know, whatever wallet you're going to use, your launchers, your system requirements. If you hop over to our Discord, you're going to talk to us one-on-one, and all these same instructions are in there. And it doesn't matter which games we're setting up, which games you want to take part in, or if you want to be part of the Learn to Earn Academy, it doesn't matter. Come hang out with us in our Discord. Your NFT is the access pass that gets you everything in this ecosystem, whether it's play a game, learn, get paid, build, it doesn't matter. You just need to own the NFT.
Oh, to add to that, if you are actually getting into like, you know, Paradox World 1, our 5M server, you'll be given the product key for Grand Theft Auto, and we have a tutorial on our YouTube channel that explains exactly how to get into our game, how to find our server. It's straightforward. It's like a 10-minute tutorial. Obviously, installing games takes a while, but everything that you need to know is about 10 minutes worth of information. And then you'll be able to get into the game just through that tutorial. It's very easy. We have about 50 beta testers, and the only issues we ever had were people that didn't follow the instructions in the tutorial video. Everybody that followed those instructions in the tutorial video made it into the game with no problem. It's very easy, very simple.
And he's right. He's actually one of the guys who helped make, like I'm showing right now, if you're looking at the screen, our YouTube channel, that's where we put all of our tutorials. And we have tutorials for everything. How to get into each individual game, how to set up wallets, how to change your character selections, how to build a character, download everything you need. It doesn't matter. We have it here for you. And like I said, if you can't follow one of the videos or something doesn't quite make sense to you or whatever, we're in Discord all the time. We'll answer any questions, help you with anything. Plenty of guys over there to help you. This one right here is the actual launch pad where on Monday, you will be able to buy the NFT to get you into the ecosystem. This is us right here. And then the paradoxrealm.com website, that's where you can do everything. And then, like I said, you can jump into Discord at any time and talk to any one of us about anything. But you really, main thing, take part in this sale right here on Monday. It's only going to cost you $33 to be part of the future.
Great. Like, are there any events connected with the sale? For example, we can see like that who will purchase in the first hour will get this reward or so, you know. So if we could talk about events and how it will take place.
Yes, I would love to talk about that because we wanted to make this as fair as possible. We did not want to set up any type of whitelist system or because we were contemplating doing this mint on our own. And then ApeSwap stepped in and was like, here, use our partner platform, go through the proper checks and everything and do it like this. But it creates a one-time sale to where everybody has access right at the same time, which we do like and we feel is fair. But behind the scenes, we're actually going to do a little bit more. So we have the availability to give the customer a lot. So when you come in and buy an NFT, we're actually able to see when you bought it, how many you bought, how many you connected to the wallets and everything. We're going to airdrop all these people that buy the NFTs all kinds of different stuff, whether it's more NFTs, partner tokens, straight access passes to particular academy courses, all kinds of in-game assets. So anybody that actually wants to come play the game, because that's our favorite part. If you actually want to come play the game, you know, you're not just buying it so you can stake or, you know, you have some other method of, you know, getting into the learn to earn or you're trying to build a smart contract, it doesn't matter. If you really want to play the game and you buy the NFT, we really want to hook you up. You know, because basically at that point in time, you become one of our testers too, because this is all still new to everybody, these meta environments. So if you come over and buy an NFT and we drop you down with a bunch of weapons, in-game currency, military aid, all kinds of stuff, we get to actually see what happens. You get to have a good time. So that's what we're really looking forward to. So behind the scenes, we've been authorized to airdrop to customers whatever we want. So yes, it's going to be a straight sale, no whitelist. Come in, just buy as many NFTs as you want, whoever hits it. But we get to look at the individual wallets and airdrop them anything. And we have so many partners lined up that are all taking part in this. It's going to be fun. We're going to have a lot of fun hooking the community up and getting them into either the game, the meta environments, the different servers, the learn to earn academies. Man, we're hoping all kinds of stuff. We're hoping many people come out here and they're like, not only do I want to play the game and I'm staking, I'm also building with you guys. You taught me how to make a smart contract, So now I want to come over here and I want to take part in this. Or, now we hooked up with some of your machine learning guys and we want to start building algos to detect player economy role models. So I don't know. This entire environment is for you guys. Come over. Sales starts Monday. It's all here for you. We built every single part of this for you. And we didn't make it expensive. We didn't want to come out and be like, oh, you got to pay $100 or $300 for an NFT. It's $33. $33 gets you your registration key to get into everything, as well as Grand Theft Auto 5, too. You actually have a legitimate, because that's part of the licensing agreement with Rockstar, is we got to give you a legitimate copy of Grand Theft Auto 5. So you get that, too. Not monetized in that game, though. You got to jump into the Paradox Realm game, which is a much better version of GTA 5. But don't ever forget, you also get GTA 5, too. Come on, guys.
Great.
I'll just talk forever if you let me.
Well, you talk about the partners and partnerships. Guys, let's introduce the partners and also let's talk about the ones that are in the pipeline, because that's very important both for like serious investors, private ones, and also for the trackers like CMC or CG. So let's talk about the partners.
Okay. Yeah, and originally it was Cobalt Lend that got together with a couple of devs from Solana over there at Exiled Apes and DGen Ape Academy in order to, because we actually took the Paradox Realm gaming sector from another project that tried to get it off the ground. They had a little bit of an idea with some puzzle chases and whatnot. They didn't make it. We took the project over with the help of the entire Solana crew from Magic Eden. So we know all those guys personally. So we brought it back over to Binance and we kicked it with our guy named John over here from RYI. Started talking to him about it. So at that point in time, you had Cobalt, 8-Bit Gaming, C5 Consulting, DGen Ape Academy, Exiled Apes, Chicken Tribe, and Magic Eden all coming together to form the ideas that was going to be Paradox Realm. Then we got over here and actually got it going. Now, still same partners involved, but now we're bringing in more people because now we need to be intimately involved with the blockchain. We can't just build on it. We actually have to be able to talk to the developers behind the scenes and make sure that this runs smoothly. So that's how we got involved with the Phoenix blockchain, because these guys are awesome. I mean, they're over there building. They built an entire blockchain with the mindset of this is for the community. These are for the guys, the artists. They're building games. They're doing NFTs. They're making music. So they built a super efficient blockchain that is very fast, 13-second block time, not expensive at all. So you can go build on mainnet. I mean, where else can you build on mainnet? This is unheard of. So these guys are letting us build on mainnet. Dude, it's awesome. So, and then we had to bring on other partners because, again, all of our partners are friends. So we know Dustin over there at Chronic Labs, who does the whole Chronic Cats NFT collection. He also has his Learn to Earn. Well, it's an academy right now. So we're making it a Learn to Earn academy through his expertise, man. This guy's brilliant if you ever get to talk to him. So we got Chronic Labs on board. They also bring CFG Ninja to the house because all of our contracts have to be audited. I mean, we're doing real stuff here, guys. This is not just let's throw out a dApp on GitHub and everybody go try it and see what happens. No. This is real. You actually have to put all these contracts through an auditing service and make sure that they work and they're secure. That's long term. That's not, did they just compile and are they going to work when they hit the EVM? No, it doesn't work like that, guy. You actually have to make sure these contracts are not going to burn people in the long run. That's why we have CFG Ninja. So again, go check all this out. We put documentation all the time out about, our various partners and whatnot, because you got to know who these guys are. You got to be able to reach out and talk to them, be like, hey, what's going on in this ecosystem? We're all in this together. What else you want to know about partners, man? Talk to me. I'm on a roll here. I know one of my other guys probably wants to get up and talk. I've just been running off the mouth for a while now.
So far, I am impressed. I'm left like no words because this is something serious. And guys, always, if you are watching some of the projects, be sure that there are some backers, some partners, because it is important for all of the sources, up from the CMC to the budget to the whole kind of management. This only shows like how the legitimate and proven the team is. So thank you for the answer. This was a great one. And let's talk now about the community of yours and how are you interacting in the terms of the top-down processes. So if you are, for example, delivering some weekly recaps, how you approach to community and how you grow it.
Yeah, of course. And as far as community goes, we feel like community is everything. So that's why we opened up beta testing and everything. We're always in our Discord server talking to our people. We also use everybody else's Telegram groups around us as well to get in there and talk to the community as well. So you'll always find us in RYI Telegram group. You'll always find us in Phoenix Telegram group because, again, we hang out with friends. We want to talk to people. We want to find out what's going on, what you like and what you don't like. It doesn't do us any good to build a product you aren't going to use. So the fastest way to find out what the community actually wants is go talk to them. So we're always there. You can find us on any one of our Twitter accounts. We're Cobalt Lend, we're Paradox Realms, we're Phoenix Blockchain, we're C5 Consulting, 8-Bit Gaming, all of those. Those are all us. There's literally, the Paradox Realm team alone is about 15, 20 people. And then Cobalt, and then C5, and 8-Bit Gaming. Those guys over at Phoenix, man, they bring I want to say the numbers over there are up to 50 now. So, and then RYI, he's got a whole crew. There's a lot of people here, a lot coming together to make sure that this thing all works. We all help each other and we all grow this community. So that's what it's all about. As far as documentation, go look for our stuff on Medium. We're real big on that. We're all of us are either military or college educated. We feel everything has to be documented. So you'll always find our stuff first and foremost on Medium. You'll always find articles out there. I literally, before I jumped into this AMA, I had told Spaz that I had forgotten for 2 days in a row to give him the latest Medium article to edit and approve so we could get that uploaded just for the Phoenix blockchain. And we all do this for each other. We're all writing articles and whatnot for each other. It's not like, we get in there and source out, our own stuff. Everybody's in this together. They're like, hey, what are you doing over there? What needs to be wrote up? What can we talk about to the general public? Does that fit my project? How can I incorporate what I'm doing over there? And again, it takes a tribe. We can't all do all of this, man. I can't build a wallet. It's what we got. It's what we got, John. Building a wallet, that's a project on its own. And then taking that thing and getting it accepted into the App Store, the Google Play Store, again, that's huge. We can't build a blockchain. That's why we have Phoenix with us. What we do is we build games and we build, smart contracts in order to connect all this stuff to the real world. So it takes us all to come together, build the application together. That's been a couple of years in the making now. So here we are. Monday, the sale goes live. Take part.
Great. So we talk about the kind of security a bit, but we can see some kind of let's say bad experience with the teams, with the projects that they are hiring, like externally and both the dev team also. So guys, how do we deal with the internal and external threats, and especially to the internal, how secure is your dev team, the tech sites? Do you know them like real life, or is it like some sort of company? How do you secure that there's not gonna be some sort of internal threat toward all of the holders and community members?
Sure, and that's a great question. And the best answer to that is testing and auditing. Nobody around here is putting anything out to market that has not been tested and audited. And it's not just because we don't want to or whatever. We can't. Everybody here is held to some type of regulatory standard that they have to adhere to. Like John can't do anything over there in his project that's going to affect his standing with Apple. He has to constantly undergo checks and balances with them to make sure that everything in his project is safe, secure, and not going to hurt the community in any fashion. Same thing with us over here. We have to do the exact same thing with Rockstar Games and 5M servers. We have to make sure that every single client that we work with is safe and secure. That's why we have our own auditing firm that came to the table. We can't afford to outsource this every single time that we need something done. These guys have to be with us every single day. They got to be looking at the code. It's got to be approved by everybody. All of our stuff is open source. except for the stuff that's not allowed to be open source. Now, we do have some proprietary stuff, but that is either protected by, intellectual properties, or that's protected by one of our partner corporations, whether it be Apple, Rockstar, whoever, it doesn't matter. Certain stuff, yes, is. But anything as far as monetary gain or actual code structure in the contracts, all that's open source, all of it's verified, audited on whatever scan you want to be looking at, as well as GitHub. So we make all that transparent. We've been in this game for years, guys. We are not messing around. This has got to be right.
Great. Guys, I just want to thank you to our community, because we are reaching almost 180 people on the VC. So I think your project is gonna caught attention of the community, and like this is going very good. Let's continue with like a really awesome question. And this is, think about like a few points, how to sell the Paradox Realms. I am for example, an investor, venture capitalist, and I want to see a few points why I should buy the Paradox Realms token or NFTs. Try to sell me the Paradox Realms in a few points and do it nice.
No, I got you. But first of all, you got to understand the ideology behind Paradox Realm. We did not market ourselves toward the VC investor. Nope. We took an opposite approach. This is a grassroots effort over here. Every single one of my guys on our teams are all in-house, and we're doing this out of our own pocket. So we did this with the intention that we would not receive any pressure from VCs. So therefore, we could build a safe and reliable product for the community. That's the only way that's going to happen. There's way too many monetization efforts here within this gaming structure that has to be curbed toward community engagement and community prospering, not toward the VC investor. I know that sounds horrible, man. I don't mean to be that guy come out and be like, oh, we're not looking for big scale investors. Well, we're not, because we can't have them curbing the product. If they try and curb the product, then the community won't actually benefit from it. We did not build this for the big firms. We built this for the person that's actually wanting to play the game, learn how to build in this down economy, take part in a community effort, and vote for what is actually going to happen next. Now, I will see in a year or two whether or not it was the right approach to shuck off VC investors and go straight to the community and say, we built this product for you, please use it. We'll know whether or not we were right or wrong in a year or 2 years from now. Right now, we feel we were right. The community comes first. It wasn't for the VCs.
Great. This is really important, guys. Like, once again, I want to say that follow all the rules for the giveaway, as we are getting close to that. But before we will end this part of the AIMA, let's start up with the budget and revenue model. Like, we know that a lot of times we are meeting like projects that are kind of copycats each other. So if I was a holder investor, what secures me that the product of yours is gonna bring out the revenue, and what's the model behind that?
That's a great question. God, I love your questions, man. You're good at this. So the revenue model is all, first of all, completely transparent. It's all community governed, and it's all revolving around a community treasury. So like, let me give you some examples. And now, as far as transparency, we obviously know that we have the blockchain that's going to track all transactions, incoming and outgoing. Now, anything that happens within this community is obviously able to be voted on by the community holders. So if they want to tune something up or tune it down, they obviously can by calling a vote. That's what a DAO is for. Now, as far as the actual fee structure built within the ecosystem itself, let's talk about the marketplace. We touched on that earlier. Anything that goes into that, there's always going to be a Paradox treasury for overall operating expenses, things of that nature. That will collect 50% of any fees that come in. So if your player comes in and he buys a $25 car to get in game, now $12.50, you obviously realize is going to go to the Paradox treasury to use for operating costs, whatever it is that's needed in order to further that ecosystem. The other $12.50 gets shot directly to the ape swap pool in contract to be used as liquidity for the people to continue to trade. Right? So this is an ongoing model that'll always be available, and it'll be applied to every monetization effort within the ecosystem itself. At the same time, these people will have, every single customer that comes into the ecosystem has no lockup period for their NFTs at all, ever. So you can come in and do whatever you want with your NFT. whether it be stake it, play the game, learn to earn academy. And then if you want to trade it or you want to do something different to it or add to your wallet collection, you can at any time. So we don't do that to where we lock your assets up by any means. We wouldn't want anybody locking our assets up. So we're not going to lock yours up. Now, other than that, all of the tokens, basically, as I showed you guys the allocation for it earlier, and this will all be able to be verified on the scans as well. All the tokens are going straight to the community. We did not, and again, I can't stress this enough. We did not want to sell the token. We feel that if we sell the token, that obviously puts the token out there in investors' hands that are usually large-scale investors looking to pump and dump the token or, ultimately only turn a profit off of your token. We feel that that is a good thing, but only in the long term, not in the short term. You actually have to get a game off the ground, prove your model, and then give the people the token to do what they want to do with it, because they'll determine, do I want to take this token and I want to use it in the ecosystem to buy more assets? Do I want to continue to support this treasury, continue to support this voting model? Or am I taking the token directly out and trading it in the pools because I have no desire to do anything other than that? So we have to let the community decide, because again, when we started this, we said we built it for the community. We can't ever go back from that model. And that incorporates everything. The monetization effort, the fees collected, everything. It's all going to be public, transparent. It's a 50-50 split between liquidity pools and the Paradox Treasury, and it can be voted on and changed at any time. It is your ecosystem, guys. The DAO was created extensively for you. You can set up meta environments however you like. Did I answer that question, or did it talk to me?
Yeah, I think that was an awesome question delivered. And right now, guys, before we will move to section with the questions, I want to ask if there is anything to add on, like when we were hosting you with the Phoenix blockchain, Will is kind of much more into like the talk and getting in depth of the things, but I know something about deep psychology. I know the attention span is there, so we need to keep up with the audience. So guys, just really try to summarize all of the upcoming events before we move on to the community questions.
Yeah, no worries. Huge partnerships. INO goes live Monday. We have the ability to set up multiple servers now, and we also introducing console gaming. So we thought we were only going to be able to release a couple of games to the general public. Now we get to release them all. I mean, the library is never ending at this point in time. We just stumbled onto a whole new world, and we have to give it to you guys. You guys got to get in there. You got to vote. You got to tell us what you want. That's it. INO starts Monday. Get in on that thing.
Great. Guys, so start raising up your hands if you got any questions to the team. And be sure it is not some kind of like question that you are repeating over and over. This is not what we do. So beforehand, we will have some hands raising up. I will read some of the community questions that I really love. And the first one is, are you a global project or local project? Can anybody anywhere use your project without any restrictions? It was a question from the Vera, and we can narrow it like really towards the global aspect. So are there any legal obligations to use some of the products towards the Paradox realms, or we can participate from anywhere in the world?
Yes, as far as I know, us and all the partner projects, and they may have to step up and say something, that you can use our product anywhere in the world. You can buy our token anywhere except for the obvious hotspots. Now, if you're trying to talk to me in North Korea or even China, I'm pretty sure that you're already going to have to jump through some hoops, and we can't take your money. That's how it goes. Now, I'm sure one of the partners can come up here and say the exact same thing. Or again, I want to say the majority of the world has opened up except for the hotspots that we all know that you can't be trading with there. The first one that comes to mind is obviously North Korea and Russia. So as long as you're in anywhere else in the world, yes, you can use our products. They are open. We are GDR compliant. We have a huge legal department, a lot of documentation to make sure that we are. But yeah, is any one of the partners, before we get off of that, I know that's a big one. Like, especially, I got two big guys right here from Phoenix Blockchain and RYI. They have to undergo lots of the legal scrutiny in order to make sure their projects are safe. So they might have something to add.
Great. We got Sir Chief raising the hand, so I am allowing to speak now. Hello, Sir Chief. Just drop your question to the team freely.
Sir Chief.
Do not be shy.
Yeah.
Feel free.
I just dropped the
Awesome.
question.
Hello. Yeah, drop it.
Sir Chief, drop your question, man. Let's hear it.
Drop the question. Can I still okay?
Yeah, go on.
We can hear it. Yeah.
Okay. I just want to ask about your KYC. Have you done your KYC? And apart from your KYC, what other security measures are you guys putting in place to secure your project? And do you have any plans in bringing non-crypto investors? And how will you guys be doing that?
Okay. Yes, we had to undergo KYC, as you can see on the INO page there. Yes, that's what took the sale so long to kick off, was the team had to be KYC verified in order for us to even do an INO. So that is there and verified. Now, as far as the contracts go, we've talked extensively about this. Not only are every single one of our contracts audited and open source, but we bring a partner auditing agency to the platform that's with us and sees all of our stuff daily. And we also undergo the checks and regulations from all the partner companies around us, like I gave an example of earlier, Rockstar Games, 5M, all of them. We have to jump through a tremendous amount of hoops to make sure those accounts are safe and secure and do exactly what they want us to do in order to provide a secure environment. Same thing with our partners around us. I can go on and on about the hoops that John has to jump through, but I think that pretty much answers your question, other than the last point about bringing on investors. We are not bringing on investors. We are bringing on people to be into the ecosystem. So that means you can take part in the INO, you can buy NFTs, you can stake them, take part in every part of the ecosystem. But large-scale investors, no, we have enough partners for that. This is a grassroots effort by all means for everybody involved here. That means we don't take on huge VC money in order to dictate what we do and how we help the community. Next question.
Great. So thank you for speaking up, Sir Chief. I hope this is all good answer. Now, let's try to read some of the answers again. And here is an answer from an Ali Reza, and he's asking, there are many projects in your space. What makes you look better than them? So yeah, we know the GameFi space is vast, large, so we need to be unique and very precise on the doing. Like, what makes Paradox Realms outstanding?
That's one of our favorite questions. We do pride ourselves in the fact that we are unique because we did not go after a game itself. Yeah, granted, we built a game. We can build a bunch of games. We are monopolizing or monetizing the player's time. So he sets up a player account and can play any game and make money in his overall player account. That's where we feel that we're different. We did not just build one game and say, play this game. No. We're going to allow you to not only play our games, but everybody else's game on the market. And your Paradox Realm gaming account travels from game to game with you and allows you to earn. That's not the only thing it does. It goes to the Learn to Earn Academy and anything else that we open up in the ecosystem. Once you are a member of Paradox Realm, you're able to do everything. Earn passive income, learn how to write smart contracts, take part in voting DAO systems and determine how meta environments are going to be monetized and built out. Actually play the game. If you just want to play the game, and that's what we love too. We have our own games, and then we have a library of games. So there you go. That's how we're unique.
Great. And we got another question that is coming up for the voice directly, and Super Easel Models is raising the hand. So I will just quickly allow to speak. Hello, we can now hear you, and you are able to speak up, Super question.
Can you hear me?
Hello, we can hear you, yes.
Thanks for the opportunity, by the way. So my question is, we all know that play to earn is very rampant these days, and looking from most crypto games that I've seen in the space, they are very boring and not interesting. So I want to know what certainty are you giving us that your game will be fun and engaging, and also gamers have this tend to become obsessed with games. So is there a time limit to the for users to play the game so as not to get too addicted? Yeah, that if that's the word. Yeah.
No, there's no time limit to play the game. You're definitely allowed to play the game all you want. We would definitely encourage you practicing good mental health and logging off whenever you possibly can. But no, you can play all you want. And as far as providing a good game, yeah, we believe that we provided a really good game that people are going to want to play. But don't forget, we're going to allow you to play all your favorite games that you're already currently playing. So if you got a game you already like, why not just play that game and get paid to play it?
Oh, okay. So I want to know, like, how there's a tendency that when you play a game and you are moving to the next level, you get discouraged. How are the levels of the game? Are they not so difficult and not too easy at the same time for gamers?
It depends on your difficulty level. We really dropped people down in our environment. We first set up beta testing, and we really thought that people were going to figure certain things out fast, and we thought that other things were going to take a long time. Like, we had no idea that these guys would figure out mining. Like, we actually had mining in the game, and it was very lucrative. I mean, these guys were making hundreds of thousands of dollars very fast. We did not know that they would figure that out that fast and start working together. That's why you beta test. And then, like, we thought they would figure out the cocaine trade like immediately, and they never. I mean, literally, we had to hand walk them through getting how to get a plane, how to fly out to the island. You know, it was a little cumbersome, but that's why you beta test. So when it comes down to there's not necessarily levels because it's an open world, and different aspects is going to have different difficulty levels for whoever's playing. If you find something too difficult, there's other stuff for you to do. This is basically a meta life. So just like real life, if you're out there, if you find one activity it's too difficult, it's not paying you well enough, you'll go do something else, correct?
I would say so.
Right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so if that's all the questions you've got, Super, then I want to thank you for speaking up, and we will move toward the last question. All right. I think that's everything we kind of wanted to talk about, but I've seen one of the questions that were asking about the DEXs you will be listed on, or I mean the token of the Paradise Realms. And also maybe let's drop a bit of words about the centralized exchanges you are planning, considering, or your approach at all for the sexes and dexes. So where we will be able to find token.
Of course. Well, we have our own exchange first and foremost, which is NinjaSwap. That's one of our partners as well. So our token will immediately be able to be farmed and staked over there. And then we're partners with ApeSwap, which everybody has known for quite some time. So they'll be setting up the bigger liquidity pools for us, as well as liquidity mining. So this is really nice. If you're familiar with the ApeSwap platform, you'll be able to go over and liquidity mine the Parrot token. So the Parrot token will be widely available in a bunch of different places. And then don't forget, guys, there's also the Phoenix blockchain. We're partners with them so we can build out our ledger. They have their own DEX as well called FireSwap. Of course, there's going to be a wrap version of Parrot token available over there as well. I mean, why not? Those guys are awesome. I mean, of course, we're going to be over there. So, and then after that, you know, we're one of the C5 Consulting is also us. That's one of the biggest crypto consulting firms in the business. So we know all the partner exchanges. We are currently talking to some of the centralized exchanges right now. The problem with that is we don't want to pay the fees. I mean, they're ridiculous. No. So until we work out a better system with some of these guys, we're going to stick to the decentralized exchanges and let the community determine where the token actually goes. But right off the bat, you'll have at least 3 places to trade the token with liquidity pools and liquidity mining set up in all of those places, or at least, yeah, 2 of those places you'll have liquidity mining. 3 of them you'll be able to trade through regular liquidity pools.
Great. Guys, thank you for the answering all those questions. Now we will end the recording, the AMA. We will move on to the wheel spin and drop in the prizes towards the community. But before we do, I will ask for like last words from the team of Paradox Realms. So this is your chance to say goodbye, to sum it up all. So once again, thank you for joining us and speak up.
Yeah, of course. Let's let John, Spaz, and Mike go first, and then I'll sum it up.
Hey guys, sorry I missed that last part. I was just knocking something out real quick. We just doing like final remarks.
Yeah, John, that's what we're doing. Just giving final remarks and saying bye to everybody. I was going to let you guys go first, and then I was going to sum it up.
Yeah, no, guys, this has been super great, and I'm super excited. We kind of all got to get together and talk about, you know, everything that's going on in Paradox Realms, and you know, the new developments coming out. And I just kind of really stress this enough. I've been here as far as the CEO of ROI Unity for probably about a year and a half, and we've had a lot of partnerships. And but Paradox Realms is really setting the new bar, the new standard, and so I'm extremely looking forward to, you know, supporting them and developmentally and just in general, and everything that they're going to be releasing. And like Mike said, you know, this is the real deal. So it's been great, guys, and I hope everybody has a phenomenal weekend.
All right, for my little wrap-up statement here, one thing I keep hearing in all the AMAs and all the Twitter spaces, people speculating on what Web3 is going to be and who's going to do what. Web3 is the future, guys, and Web3 is the future that we are making, the Paradox is making, that RYI is making. Don't miss it. Jump on board. You can build this thing with us. That's all I got.
Amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll just jump real quick and say thank you to everybody that came. This was actually pretty phenomenal. Everybody in the chat's really excited. I saw hundreds of questions scroll by in the chat. And if anybody wants to come over to Paradox Realms, ask your questions over there. I'd be happy to answer them. I'm in the Paradox Realms Discord all day, every day. If you have questions day or night, I'm there for 16 hours a day answering anything that I can. So if you want to come over there, if you want to suggest games for the library, if you just want to take part in some other partner giveaways that we have that go on over there, just come over and hit us up. Thanks a lot, everybody, for coming here. I really appreciate it.
Thank you as well.
Yeah. Awesome, man. Yeah, and again, I can't sum it up better than him, man. Really, thank you guys for letting us be here, letting us talk about our project. It's been several years into development. We really just want everybody to take part and tell us what you think and get in there, earn a little bit of money, get introduced to our partners. Tell us what you think. Tell us what you want us to build out next. That's what this whole thing is for. What type of meta environments do you want to be paid to take part in? So come join the INO, guys. We got the link up here for it. We'll drop them down in the Discord. Also, come and jump in our Discord. Ask us any questions you want. Right here is up here on your screen right now. That's the partner platform that we're launching the INO on. And then if you go click games, or you click right there on that one, we will be listed on Monday. As you can see right now, it says coming soon. So this guy right here, that's us. Come take part in the INO. Very, very cheap NFTs. Pick up as many as you can. Go ahead.
It's sure that I will remind the community of the sale that's upcoming. Just be sure to DM me some sort of a notification that the sale is up or so. So again, thank you guys for opting for the Tayarra Hub. Really, we kickstarted the whole vision. Like, we are delivering collabs nonstop and let the project speak up with our community without paying necessary some sort of a like large fees towards those famous and kind of biggest communities out there, but we believe that we can do it differently. So it was amazing time with Paradox Realms. You guys are now free to go, and we will move toward the wheel spin. Ending the recording now, wishing the team a great weekend and saying goodbye.